Fletcher Wheaton here with RE Mexico, and I am here with Hilda Corona, and we are going to be talking about real estate in Loreto Bay, Nopolo. Hilda, how are you doing today?
Fine, thank you.
Nice. So we just got into this area. How far away is this from Danzante Bay?
From Danzante Bay, it's about 20 minutes, and it's about 10 minutes driving from downtown Loreto.
Okay, and this area is basically Loreto Bay and then Nopolo, right?
Yeah, the whole area is called Nopolo, and Loreto Bay is a development resort inside Nopolo.
Okay, and how far is this from the airport?
I will say about 7 minutes driving.
Okay, so that's super close then.
Super close.
And this is, when I got to Loreto the first time, I thought it was going to be very spread out and kind of like pioneers. But when I get here, it's HOA community, you've got coffee shops, you've got restaurants, driving around, and there's license plates from Arizona, California, from Utah. It seems like a very large expat community, but this is an HOA community, right?
Yes. So it's about 800 homes in Loreto Bay. We're an HOA. We have 3 pools, about 9 restaurants. We have security 24/7. We're not a gated community, but we have security around the community 24/7. We have a community center, a library, an activity center. So.
Okay. And just off the top of your head, if there was a list in here that you really like, would it be like a 2-bedroom, a 3-bedroom, and like price points, just to give people an example?
Well, right now prices, 2 bedrooms are around 370,000. We have up to 2 million on the beach. But I will say an average home, it's about 450.
And that's pretty close. That's like walking distance to the beach, right?
Yes, everything is walking distance. The community actually was developed for walking and biking. So you will see a lot of people around with bicycles and golf carts and walking. It's a pedestrian community.
Yeah, no, that's cool because conversely in Cabo, a lot of times at price point you will not be walking distance to the beach wherever you are.
Right.
Okay, I'm curious. You live here, right? And you have lived here.
Yes.
Okay, what has Loreto seen over, like, let's say the past 10 or 15 years? Have you seen a lot more steady traffic coming in, or is it kind of like been the same, or is it growing?
I think it is growing. I've seen a lot of progress even here in Loreto Bay. We don't have a developer anymore, but we've seen a lot of people coming back, rediscovering Loreto, falling in love again, and I've seen a lot of growing. And town has changed a lot. It's more restaurants. It's getting more interesting. We have a lot of people coming to bring new cuisines, new restaurants, new bars. It's getting exciting.
Yeah, no, it's got that feel where you actually feel like you're in a community. Where we're staying in Danzante Bay, it's more like a resort,
right.
And it's its own great market. But here it does feel like you got people walking around who know each other. All right, and you said that this area, Nopolo, is very close, 7 minutes to the airport. I'm curious about it because a lot of people that are buying real estate in the States, for example, that want to come down to Mexico for the vacation home, they want to have access to the flights. We have seen more flights coming down to Loreto, correct?
Yes. So we have, for several years, we had a steady flight direct from Calgary and from LA. So we have a lot of people from the West Coast, Portland, Seattle, so they can connect on LA. We have a direct flight from Tijuana, so a lot of people can just go across the border and fly from Tijuana. But we're getting more flights from Arizona, Texas, and also San Francisco.
Yeah, those are big markets too. Specifically, like the Texas market, I think would absolutely eat this place up. So Houston, hopefully Dallas in the future. We actually met somebody at the resort that was coming in from Phoenix, and here we are in what you would call not necessarily peak season in June, and he said that there was only about 10 open seats on a large jet. So there's certainly the demand, and the airport can grow to accommodate more, which is good for people that want to be coming down here.
Right.
All right, now this area, Loreto Bay, I know we have a development coming. Can you tell us a little bit about Serenity and what that's going to be?
Yes, it's going to be, it's a new development. The developers had all the, 10 years ago, they had all the permits for Marriott, but now they decided instead of doing condos, they decided to develop the land into luxury homes. So it's going to be an amazing community, 75 homes with its own spa, pool, restaurant, pickleball courts. It's going to be gated. So it's going to be amazing because it's going to be small and it's going to have that feeling of luxury and, you know, just contained. And it's coming now. We have already phase one. We're working on the land and we have already about 20 reservations.
Nice. Just so people are aware, that's going to be basically from this street, which is not far from the water, all the way to the water, right? So it's beachfront, oceanfront property,
It's
right?
it's oceanfront property, yes. So we're gonna have oceanfront homes, and then and all the homes are gonna have, they're gonna be one level, and they're gonna be built in a way that every single home is gonna have a view of the ocean.
Nice. And so 75 total, 20 have already been reserved.
Yes.
Nice. All right. When we came in, we noticed that there was a golf course and hotel, and it seemed like that area kind of started this whole development. Is that something separate? Is that older? Is that new?
Yes, it's older. Actually, the golf course is owned by the hotel. So owners of Loreto Bay have no, no free access to the golf course. It's a public golf course, so you can go and pay your fees at the hotel, but it belongs to the hotel. And so the hotel has been here probably about 20 so years. And there's condos there that have been there also for a while. They're not part of Loreto Bay, they're not part of the HOA. And also on the other side, there's tennis courts and pickleball courts that belong to the hotel too.
Okay. And if you were going to live in Loreto, you would choose this area as opposed to somewhere a little bit maybe more remote? Or, why would you choose Loreto Bay or Nopolo?
Well, Loreto Bay is a lifestyle. That's what I said. When people come and fall in love with this area, as you mentioned before, Loreto Bay is a lifestyle. It's a community. Everybody knows each other. You will notice that everybody will say hello to you in the street. We have groups of everything. We have groups of ladies that play golf once a week together. We have groups of people. We have groups of like they play mahjong and stuff like that. So there's, people get together all the time. There's gatherings. There's a lot of, feels like a neighborhood. You know what I mean? Everybody likes each other. It's more like, we live in this little, bubble.
Nice. And just kind of like last question. To me, it seems like the trajectory for this area is just going like that. Do you see like 10 or 15 years this getting to be a lot more well-known destination for expats and things like that, or you just see it kind of staying as it is? I'm just curious.
Well, I think it is growing, and it's going to be known more, hopefully. This is Loreto is very special. It's a lot of nature. You can do a lot of canyon, hiking, kayaking. We're in the Sea of Cortez, which is the aquarium of the world. So that's the kind of people that feels attracted and fell in love with this area. There's a lot of outdoor things to do, a lot of interesting wildlife to see. So we hopefully hope that people know more about this.
Yeah, and just from my perspective, just coming around here, I don't see any way that this area doesn't just continue to increase, especially with the ability of the airport growing and everything like that. So, thank you for your time, Hilda.
You're welcome.